We are learning more about a sting operation that thwarted a plot to attack a Jewish synagogue in Aventura, Florida. James Medina allegedly approached the synagogue Friday with what he thought was a bomb. But members of the South Florida Joint Terrorism Task Force swooped in to arrest him. He appeared in court on Monday and was charged with attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid is in Washington. So, Paula, what exactly do we know about his plan?
Elaine, according to these court documents unsealed earlier today, originally his plan was to attack this Jewish center, which included a synagogue, meeting halls, and a school, with an AK-47 style weapon. He told undercover operatives that he wanted to become a martyr. But eventually his plan evolved, and he decided he wanted to attack the center with a bomb and detonate it remotely so that he could survive the attack and watch news coverage of the events. Now, when the FBI got wind of the fact that he could be planning something, undercover operatives made contact with him, and they were the ones who provided him with a fake bomb. And he was arrested as he approached his target with that fake device.
So was anyone, to be clear, Paula, was anyone ever in any danger? I mean, how far along was this?
According to federal officials, no one was ever in any danger. The weapon he had was, of course, fake. But Elaine, it's important to point out he was very far in the planning stages of this attack. In his mind, he had selected a target, he had done a considerable amount of surveillance, and he had procured a weapon. And that really highlights two important points: that lone wolves, they're very difficult to identify, they're very difficult to stop, and also it is probably a good thing in the eyes of law enforcement that this evolved from being a gun attack to a bomb attack, because bombs are more difficult to procure here in the United States. The Tsarnaev brothers were able to make their own, but ultimately that makes the plan more difficult to carry out.
And Paula, what do we know about his background?
It's unclear whether or not he was actually inspired by the Islamic State. That's the question that everybody's asking. We know that he converted to Islam about 4 years ago, but it does not appear, based on the court documents and his conversations with undercover agents, that he was trying to conduct an attack in support of the Islamic State. It appears that their views and his views sort of line up, but his hatred for people of the Jewish faith appears to be rooted, according to court documents and his conversations with undercover operatives, in his conversion to Islam.
And what is next in this case? What happened when Medina was in court on Monday?
When he was in court, he tried to speak on his own behalf and directly address the judge. Never a good idea, especially at your initial appearance. So it's possible that the court could order a mental health evaluation for him, but he's already given investigators a considerable amount of information to work with as they pursue these charges. So he and his attorneys are probably going to have to work out a plea deal or head to trial. In any event, Elaine, he is likely to be in custody for quite some time.
All right. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid. Paula, thanks so much.